never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement, and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time. Oh, never in my life.
The data you see on my screen is inside of the IBM SPSS Statistics Data Editor. And what we're looking at is two different variables, soccer and football, and some digits to go along with those. First on this video, I'm going to show you this data that I have already created. We're going to create an output using our data section, and then I'm going to show you how to do it all from scratch. So in this video, we're going to be working with statistics, and we're going to be using descriptive statistics. So once you've created your variables, entered some data in, click on Analyze, move down to Descriptive Statistics. Let's move over into frequencies so that we can find the mean, median, and mode of our data set. When you come into SPSS, if you've been here before, data will already be over here in this field. Let's just move it back over there. Now, these are my two variables, and as you see, they're located right here, and there's the data underneath of them, so that's where the computer system's getting that information. Let's get those descriptive statistics for the word soccer, and we will select it now as our variable. Coming over to the word statistics, give that a click, and now from here, I'm going to check my central tendency, mean, median, and mode. Next, I'm going to look at dispersion, and I would like a standard deviation, variance. We'll take the range out, and I don't need the min or max for this. Then click Continue. From there, I'm going to now complete my task by making sure that Display Frequency Tables is checkmarked and click OK. As you see, once I've done that, my data is now displayed on the screen. Here we have those frequency statistics for soccer. And if I'll move the mouse, we can read that and see that we have a mean, a median, and a mode, as well as the standard deviation and variance. That was the data we were trying to capture. Now I'm going to show you how to do that yourself from the beginning. From the beginning, I'm going to say File, New, New Data. And now, as you notice, my screen has gone blank and I have no information. But if I look down at the bottom, I have a new section here called Variable View, and we want to click on that. Let's move back up there to the top, and now things have changed just a little bit. If you look, let me move that mouse again, you'll notice that we have columns such as name, type, width, decimals, label values. These will mean a little bit more to you once we start putting data in. The name is going to be the variable. So in this case, it was soccer. The next variable was the word football. What type of data is it? I can hit these three little dots right here, and it will allow me to change the data type itself. In this case, we're using numeric data, so that is currently selected. Go down to the word OK and click on OK. That's correct. Correct in both locations, and now we're ready to change from the variable view over to the data view. Now, notice that I have two top heading lines. Up there where the others say VAR for variable, I now have soccer and football. It's time to enter some data into those fields. Simply place your mouse at your field and enter your data. Now I'm going to move over into the football field and enter some data there too. You'll notice that I've got two columns of data with different information in both columns, and now I'm ready to analyze that data. I'm going to move the mouse up to the word Analyze, and again that's Descriptive Statistics and Frequencies. Now, from the very beginning, you'll notice that both frequencies that I'm working with are currently on the left-hand side, those are actually my variables. Which one do I want to work with first? In this example, I'm going to work with soccer. That's the only variable I want to look at, and then I'll click Statistics. From here, I can choose percentile values, central tendency, dispersion. So what I want to work with are the mean, median, and mode, as well as the standard deviation and variance. So go ahead and put little check marks in each one of those that you want in your report. Then click Continue. You're back at the screen. Make sure Display Frequency Tables is checked and click OK. That easy, and now we have our output information. Notice that this is a separate file, a second window from the initial data input window. This is called your output window, and it's going to have all the information that you just asked for. Notice the mean, median, and mode, as well as the standard deviation and variance of the numbers that we entered for the variable named soccer. We're going to do this for the variable named football also. Simply minimize. Coming back to your main data set, moving up to the word Analyze, Descriptive Statistics, and slide over to Frequencies. This time, I'm going to remove the soccer variable by clicking on it and moving it back into the left-hand column. I'll click the football variable, the arrow, and move it into the variables column that I want to work with. Choose Statistics. Notice that the last items I selected are already selected for me. So there's nothing really for me to do here but click Continue, confirm that Display Frequency Tables is checkmarked, and then click OK. That fast, I've got myself another output file, this time pertaining to the topic of football. Notice the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and variance is available for this information. Now you can choose to copy and paste that information. You can print it out. You can save that file. All of these options are available to you up here in your top toolbar. I hope that this has been helpful. This again has been looking at frequencies using SPSS software and data editor. I hope that you have learned something new today.
I never made it, but I know I